Today was day 26 of my running everyday challenge. I'm shocked that I've already gone through 26 days of running 1 mile a day. Today's mile was around about an 8:30 pace, but the pace isn't really what it's about. It's about showing up, doing the work, and experiencing a little bit of growth in discipline. Hey, today I was on my way to get some new glasses. What do you think? Good? And I was thinking about vision in general, and vision being a thing bigger than the glasses or the eyesight kind of vision, but thinking about a vision for our life. Like if you don't have some kind of an idea of where you're going, you're never going to get there. And so as you're pursuing financial independence or you're pursuing personal fitness and what you can do to become a healthier person, have some goals in mind. Have a vision of that person that you really want to become. I think life is really just a series of small moments that all get stacked up together and become years and decades and then our entire lives. And so the decisions that we make moment to moment, day to day, hour to hour, are the moments that ended up defining us and that shape us into the people that we choose to be. So if you struggle with this, there's some really good resources out there like James Clear's book. I'm listening to it for the second time now. It's called Atomic Habits. I mentioned it in yesterday's video too. It's just stellar to talk about the little changes you can make that end up making a big difference. He doesn't really get into vision as a concept, but I think it's really important. And if you're like me, whenever you first kind of heard about this resurgence of having a vision or having a vision board or having these kinds of like very touchy-feely kind of goals, it probably turned you off. And it did to me too. So I'm coming from the same place that you are. And if you're already down for vision and planning and goals, then good for you. But I don't like the element of it that is where I think that if I want something bad enough, the universe will respond and it will manifest in my life. Like, I don't think that's the way that the world works. I don't think that's the way that a higher power works. I think it's something really good that can orient you around a purpose and around a goal. Like, I'm not big on sharing my goals with people. I've got some smaller goals like running a mile a day, paying off our debt, running an ultra marathon, running a 50K, potentially this year, probably not this year, probably next year. COVID really ruined a lot of people's running plans. Several other kind of goals like that I'm happy to share and that I want to share as a part of our community here. But there are tons of other goals that I have that I'm just not willing to share with people because in my experience, then it becomes less about something that I really want to do, to be the person that I want to be deep down, and it becomes more about what you think, and if I'm ashamed of not doing the goal and I'm wondering what you'll think of me because I didn't accomplish it, like it just gets too muddy. So you can do whatever you want with your goals, but have a vision for where you want to go. So the way I do this is spreadsheets. I like to use Google Sheets and have kind of a goal with a timeline on it and then steps to get there. So if I have a goal for 5 years out, okay, what can I do this year to take a step in that direction? I've also got physical like markers of goals, which are things that I write down and I just encounter them, like as simple as Post-it notes, but also in our closet, I've got some work goals, I've got debt payoff goals, like things like that that are a visual cue that remind you like today's a new day, I have a new opportunity to take some action in the direction I want to be in, and I'm going to be aware of that action. I'm going to face in that direction and I'm going to go for that thing. And I don't know if this sounds overly simplified to you. It very well might. It might sound like, Brendan, duh. Like, how else would you accomplish anything? Of course. But I think that a lot of times it just comes down to this level of simplicity. Like, know where you're going and take steps in that direction every day. That's the only way anybody gets anywhere. You look at the lives of these like really successful people, billionaires, CEOs, professional athletes, and they're extremely focused in the direction they need to go, and they work harder than everyone else. And yes, there's natural talent involved, there's luck involved, but their talent and their luck wouldn't amount to anything if they didn't put in that daily hard work in the same direction. It's a long obedience in the same direction. That's what really nets the results. So think about that today, think about that this week as you think about the kind of person you want to be, the goals you want to accomplish. You know, do you want to start investing? What do you need to do to start investing? What books do you need to read? What kind of people do you need to follow online? What kind of research do you need to do? Do you need to pay off debt first? You know, figure those kinds of things out. You don't have to do it all today. You don't have to do it all at once. Just take another step today. And then tomorrow, plan that next step. and the next step. And before you know it, you'll have 10 grand invested and it'll be awesome. Likewise with fitness. If you feel like you don't know where to start, that you're clueless, or that it's too hard, or it's too complicated, and you can't pay for that program, or you can't pay for that specialty diet or that healthy food or whatever, just do what you can today. Do what you can with what's around you. With the food you have, make good choices. With the activity level that you can choose to just have by walking around or doing exercise at home, like start with the things that are within your sphere of influence and take steps in that direction that you want to go in. That's it for today. Quick little video, just some thoughts on vision and goals for you. I hope this motivated you. If you have a vision of who you want to be and you're comfortable sharing it with the world, either put it in the comments below or comment on an Instagram post that I will post for this video, or even send me a DM. If you don't want to share your goals, that's okay. They're your goals. They're not mine. They're not public domain. Do what you want to do with your goals. You will accomplish them. If you keep taking steps in the right direction, you will get there. If I decided that I was going to walk to the North Pole, I would get there eventually. It would take forever. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't even run to the North Pole. Do people run in snow? I don't really know what snow is like. I mean, we have snow in like northern Arizona, but where I've lived,